Hello, classmates. So for today, I will be making Naofumis from the anime Tate no Yusha. It was a big anime, so I will be doing Naofumi Shield. For that reason, I think this build will be quite difficult to record because it's really big. So sorry for the strange camera angles. And let's get to the review then. Well, if you know, Studio Hero is a big series, and I think they will be doing a fourth season. So my review probably will be outdated, but I will do a review about I think season one to season three. If that's correct, because season one was the most interesting because if you see the first episode is almost 40 minutes long because it was necessary because if it would be the 24 piece of 24 time episode, it would not have the same impact as it had before. If you know, because if you see Mine's deception against now for me was quite mm, it was messed up. It was messed up, accusing him of something that I can't tell you on YouTube. It's extremely messed up. So now, if you see the episode, it's quite remarkable. I think it was the most captivating thing about the whole series because if you watch the after the episode, he gets he gets then the little girl Raftalia. It almost became a slice of life with fantasy elements afterwards because it do not have anything different from the other isekais. In some sense, just the start and him being rejected from like being a hero and something like that. But that we see in other isekais, so it's nothing quite different, and that's why I think season one was a little bit more captivating, or less like captivating because it was just the first controversy, and after that the characters just became like I think if he made I don't know who writes Shield Hero, but if he makes the other heroes a little bit more likable, I think it will be less not stressful in a way, less messed up seeing the other heroes because they all seem to get behind now for me. And I think another thing that was really impactful was the when Naofumi was fighting the dragon and he lost Fido. Fido was the other companion of his, and he thinks he lost Fido, but actually she was alive. That scene was quite amazing. He used the Rage Shield for the first time. Him fighting the Pope, he was the Pope in the series, was quite a satisfying ending against the fake religion that excluded him. But the other part of the series, I think the only highlight left was the introduction of Glass. Introduction of Glass, the little fangirl. The fangirl, she was like a Chinese fan to fight. I think, and when she talks about her being from another world, I think it extremely expanded the universe they were setting. So it was kind of interesting, if you know. But when you see like there are four highlights in the series, and the episodes between them are kind of like not tasteless, but a little bit generic for my taste. A little bit generic taste in my opinion. But I don't know. That was the first season, so it was pretty good in some sense because he introduced the shield hero and humanized and we see the relation between the three of them, Fyro, Hatale, and Naofumi, all working together. It was kind of nice. It's kind of nice. And I think in the end of the season, no, I think he went back to Raftala's village to rebuild it. There was a nice touch because in isekai that is not centered only around the protagonist and his heroine is like it was kind of nice seeing that he made a promise to have talent and he actually did it. Well, I think for season one, it was nice. It was enjoyable watching every. I don't remember the game, but it was extremely enjoyable watching all the way. Now let's go for the controversy. I didn't like season two all that much because season two was not the best, not the worst, but just kidding. It was the worst of the three. If I wish to watch Shield Hero, please skip season two. I know some dialogues will be missing, but season two was kind of like thrown in the mix. It didn't have the same attention as they had in season one. So the biggest problem in season two was that they tried to introduce a lot of things in a small period of time. And that was the whole problem with, my opinion, season two, and it was bad. It was very bad, very bad. Like we had the new character. I think her name was like Austin or something, and we don't know anything about her. But when she reveals and now we have like other than the waves. Oh, I forgot the waves that the hero faces. Like monsters came into this world and they have certain time to prepare. But the introducing of a new threat other than the waves was kind of like I don't know. It was kind of overwhelming because we already had glass, and I think they should like focus on the heroes that came from another world and not this world that they're talking about. The other world like glass and I think the scythe guy. They all faced it. I don't know. I just wish that I could see a little bit more about the other heroes. But season two was then fighting a big ass a big ass turtle, but it was good in some sense because we see now Fumi more than just like him focus on his own stuff. He's actually worried about the kingdom and the other nations too. So he formulates an alliance between them and helps them defeat the great big turtle. And it's just so stupid because and when the other heroes tried, they all failed. And I think it would be interesting because like if now couldn't help with only him and he needed the other heroes' powers too. I think that was a great way to humanize and a little bit help in the narrative because they just completely sidetracked the other heroes almost completely. So it was a little bit sad because I want to know about the other heroes too, and the heroes that came from the other world to attack this world. So I think that was quite kind of lacking in the series. And another thing that I didn't like about the season was that they tried to introduce Naofumi Isekai in a Isekai. So he was transported to another world again. The greatest problem is that it was not explained very well. I didn't read the novels, so I cannot tell if the novels or the manga was written in a better sentence. But well, it was not great. It was not great at all. I felt more confused because I don't know. It felt extremely confusing in all of the sense, and it didn't make any sense for him to go to another world and fight there. But that's just my opinion. Like we see another hero, they introduce another hero. Raftalia became a sword hero in there, but it's not ever brought up ever again. So Like we have a book hero, a sheep hero, and they're just like throwing there. It's almost like they already know who he is, but they don't explain how the relation between or why they are helping out Fumi. And that made me a little bit angry because you feel a little bit left out, or a little bit confused in all of the sense. I felt a little bit confusing in season two or season yes, season two, and that was one of the problems because it made me put off a little bit of Shield Hero because Shield Hero for me is a good isekai, different from others, but this season almost made me quit. Almost. That I gave it another chance by watching season three, and for me, season three was the best one of the bunch. It was explained very well the concepts and the animation. Beautiful quality. Like not studio meta, enjoyable, but it was quite enjoyable too. And when we talk and we see season three and we compare to season two, you almost feel like erasing season two, the whole season two, and just watch season three, because season two was extremely well done. The Colosseum, the thing that now Fumi was trying to buy, the other slaves to help the other slaves that were captured from Raftala village. Well, that's where they could let off from season one, but they didn't. So I think it made more sense to watch season three after season one than watch season two after season one, if you know what I mean. And like season three was extremely well packed. And one thing that I found interesting in season two was that the introductions was not rushed. The whale girl, little whale girl, I think I don't remember her name, but she was like a half whale, half human, just like Raftalis, half human and half raccoon. I think it is a raccoon. And the only thing that I didn't like it was in an episode that they find a dragon egg and the dragon hat. I think was not a little bit forced, but a little bit confusing. Like, how the heck did you find a dragon egg? But now let's say season three was extremely superior in season two. And other than that, we even had some development from the other heroes. Like I think the spear guy like Fido for some reason that she helped him. We had we had the sword guy, the sword hero actually understanding that he is mistaken, and he actually helps. And in my opinion, I think in this series that we're talking, they had a magical little girl that was in now from Sin. I think he'll be adventuring with her because there really some chemistry in between the two. Like I know it'll be a little bit spoiler, but I know he killed the dragon. The dragon was her father, but they had chemistry. They had chemistry. I know she's a little bit younger, but they work very well in fighting. They work very well. I think it would be interesting having a series just about the two of them. And another thing, I think even the bull hero that we didn't know a lot about because we just know that he's a little bit prideful, is the word, and he became he just became a little bit more, I don't know, docile. I think is the word. I don't know how to phrase that, but he became a little more enjoyable. It was more enjoyable watching all of them work together. I think the one that captured the special attention was, I think it was Ren, the sword guy, and I think he will be an actual character next season, actual character, not just like some stupid other heroes and now Fumi just strong. I think that was in some sense what they're trying to do in this season. The other heroes are human too, and they are not just dumb characters for you to feel enraged or to feel sorry for them. And I think for the last thing, you just one thing was the assassinations. They tried to assassinate Raftala because she put on a kimono. That was kind of strange, but I don't know. It was the hook for the new series. Because everything was doing well. Even the waves had stopped, so I didn't know how they would proceed after that. And I think when Raftalia put on the kimono and the whole thing, like explosions, people trying to assassinate Naofumi and Raftalia, was all happening. It was a little bit overwhelming for my taste because it came out of nowhere and it was strange because when things came out of nowhere, most than likely I don't consider to be a very good strategy if you're writing or if you're animating something. But for this reason, I think it was kind of strange watching watching her put on a kimono and being attacked. So I think that was one of the reasons that well they need to do a hookup for the next season. I think they will be doing a season 4 in the future. So I don't know what to expect because he Churchill was one of the first mangas that I read. So I read to Austin, to the Austin and the third arc. I didn't read it to the light novel, so I don't know what to expect. But if things go on as good, if the things keep going as good as season 3, I think I will be watching the next season just to keep the pace. One this because this anime might not get anime of the year, but it was good. It was enjoyable to watch. And for that, I think we are over with my review. Bye bye.